And physical therapy is just to get your wellness back on as far as being able to be mobilized again. Actually, a lot of physical therapists have gone to massage therapy. They need to be massage certified, like massage technician, before they can become a physical therapist.
Huh?
Did you know that?
No. You broke your back, huh?
People are like, "Do you ever stop?" I'm like, no, I don't ever stop. When I'm there, I'm like constantly moving. Someone has to tell me it's break time and take a fucking break so I can sit the fuck down because they're like, alright, you need to sit down. Like, that's how much, like, I'm always trying to work. Sick, dude. Sick.
I agree.
I don't know.
It's hella disgusting. I'm just kidding.
I just feel like high energy, and even if I'm tired as fuck, I keep questioning myself. Like, there's nothing left.
The choice is yours.
And then I feel grumpy when I get home. So that's how I think goes.
Well, yeah, I mean, because you're pushing your body beyond what it needs to be pushed. And plus, it's super hot outside, so that doesn't help.
UJC Printing for all your needs. Executing. Print finished.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how to get that.
Well, that is your choice.
I can't be doing it.
Figure out option 4.
Right. And you need to find a way to turn the power back on in there.
Yeah, I'm looking.
I remember this part. I think if I walk through it, I'm going to end up getting sucked through and chopped to pieces. That what, honey? Yeah, I think it's, I take this, I take both of them, something happens to where some of the enemies come down and I can grab them and throw them in there and it like kills them. But I'm not sure if it's if I take these or what's going on. I don't trust it.
She has wrecked herself. She realized that she didn't want to, so she's paid much higher cost of money. She's gone out to herself. She's paying very high for saying that it has affected that. It's
a breakup with a guy she barely knew is going to derail her life.
I think you can so always 100% through with you guys. And, you know, off because have a relationship with them. I'm not trying not to like that.
Shit. The door won't open until the power finishes cycling up. Get ready for a fight.
Hey, crikey. Oh, shoot. Yeah, honey. Oh, well. Oh, crap.
Look for the control room. You'll need to rotate the structure to reach the cell.
Like this. You know, as much as this game didn't get a lot of credit because oh shoot. Because it's kind of like, in a way it's like Dead Space, but it's its own thing. I still enjoyed it. I mean, yeah, the combat at times is a bit slow, but I think it goes for more like atmospheric and horror than it is anything, and then it goes into the whole traps you in a room and you try to defeat everybody in there before it'll let you out sort of scenario. It's still pretty good. It's bloody. It's good.
Hearts racing, and can't wait to just be hopefully engaged by the end of the day. You guys will already be here, kind of between the trees. From the moment Jack arrived, he was
Oh Lord.
very bushy.
We were not one soul listening.
I want to throw him in the water so
Yeah.
So far, so good. The radio's flying, everything. Let's go out. Let's sometime good.
we do need to make sure he's the one to lead.
He needs a test. Just his true colors. Let's frazzle him up a bit. Oh my god, he's good. Oh, he's gonna fuck. Eat the cheese, put this. Eat the cheese
Unit
now.
online.
Oh my
Well,
They're just gonna put them like, okay. Well, like, that family's not gonna be as embracing with that guy because it's that girl right there, this guy and her, their brother and sister, and Ethan, the guy on the left, he's the oldest sibling. And then Lydia is like the second oldest sibling of her.
UGC
And she's gonna
printing.
get married. She's
Have a
actually,
united
her
day.
and her boyfriend, they're a very godly couple. They have not kissed at all, or even had sex or anything. They're waiting for marriage to do that. They actually met. They told me at some kind of church event or church volunteer thing. And they just kind of hit it off with this.
Okay, I did it. Now get to the control panel so you can open that cell.
The guy's really pushing to get married, and it's like they've been together only 4 months.
Jeez.
And like that's, I don't know. And the family's kind of like she's got a lot of brothers and stuff, and she's got a couple like some sisters too. They have a big family.
So they're pushing for her to do it. They're just not
No.
letting her take her time or whatever.
No, not the family. They want her to take her time. She's the one who's kind of rushing it because her boyfriend wanted to rush it. And like they're trying to talk sense into her and tell her like you can take your time, you know. Like they don't even know this guy at all, and so like that's why they're kind of making fun of him. So like they'll like tease him and stuff just to kind of see what he can do, I guess. But he's like extra sensitive, so he doesn't think it's funny, you know. Like,
Oh, like me?
yeah, I guess it could be similar, but you're not trying to get married to someone. But people just all like you, just think you're really, really nice. Like, you still don't want to. You can be nice. And one of trying to smart. So, I think as family members, they would expect the guy to be more personable, kind of be, I don't know, hanging out with them more to see what he's really like. Like, and even if they don't really like them, at least they can still know them and make their decision then. But the other guy, he's just like, you know, pushing and blocking. And they think it's funny. You can start a little fire in the forest to see what he'll do. Like a little tiny one.
Mm-hmm.
And the mom's like, oh, Ethan, and then she's like putting the fire out with the foot. And then it shows the guy putting the fire out too, and he looks like he's it's like, but that's just like how it is. Like if you go into a family, typically that has a lot of siblings, they're all different, you know. They could all be really cool, and or they could just be fucking dicks. So a little bit of both.
Oh, are you sure this is the right one?
That's how it is.
Get me out of here!
I think overall,
What the hell is going on?
Did you know it was her? Is this who we're looking
I don't
for?
know. I think for the
I
most
just knew
part,
it
we
was someone who
can
could help us, right?
say we
would I
like
help
each other's
you?
partners, but
Well, look, I've been here
I
for
don't feel like they're
I've got all the information on this place, and I can get us to the
because I
hangar.
feel like there's
Right?
been a lot of
You
problems
can
with
put down a shuttle, and he can fly it out. We
family
can do this. We just got to stick
because
together,
of
all
the
right?
fact, once you know, husband
Thanks.
Bob,
I'll
you
take
know,
my
he's
chance.
been a pain in the ass for a fucking decade and a half. Like, I don't even
Word
know
of
where to
advice,
start.
though?
I mean, you already know someone's history with that.
Don't trust him.
Kansas, my brother Brandon's wife. She's fucking weird too. Like, I don't know, she's got, she takes a lot of medicine. And she takes a lot. I don't really know what she
I
does.
swear, Jacob, I had no idea who she was.
I thought you knew everything about this place.
Yeah, I thought I did too.
So what now?
Now you're trapped in there until the cell docks,
Whatever, it's
which
all
means I
mixed
can get
bag.
on
We're
the
all
tram,
all
but you
sound the
can't.
same. Some kind of,
Figures.
Look, it's okay.
spectrum
I need you to go to
issues,
waste
some
processing, all right?
memory.
Contact me
And
once
this
you're
person
there.
just came in to say she is, you know, who she is.
Wait, the hell is that?
You know, she just says some
It's just a little something to help you out.
Just saying,
Just
and
trust in the plan, yeah?
So,
I'll see you
like,
soon.
You know, people won't admit that out loud.
Do you realize everything you're saying is being recorded?
Okay, I'm talking about the show. And then I'm talking about the similarities of families.
Well, I'm just saying.
Make no sense. I don't feel like I'm saying anything bad.
I'm just saying. What if one of them decides to watch my stream and they're like, ah, she's talking shit. Or whatever. She's talking crap. See,
Well-
people find it easy to blame me because I don't talk and they think I won't stand up for myself. So I just, you know,
I want you muted because no one's talking to you. You should be muted. You can still stream. I don't feel like I have to be. It's not fair I have to be complete mute.
Calling the tram now. Gonna have to sneak out the way you came in. Look for a vent in the far corner.
What was that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Man, if I was this guy, I'd be so sick and tired of having to crawl through air ducts and whatnot. Like, come on, guys.
Great deals on different styles.
Wait, listen clearly, Jacob. That vent in the far corner will get you to waste processing.
Boom. Good lord. Shit.
Resuming search.
Ew. Ramp.
Wherever you're going, you're going to need to find a place to stay. What does to be your only option? Here's practice your talk. You're going right. There's no hurt. Airbnb offer
Unauthorized inmate detected.
Yep.
I made it to the tram. Contact me when you get to the checkpoint.
If I was to play like on here, like on Dead Space, I'd have been dead already.
One last thing. There's a trap in there to keep inmates from sneaking out.
Say what now?
Hey, look, honey, it's a trap. I have to be trapped. Again. Oh, that's some bull crap. No, I'll be electrocuted. Oh, I know, I think I'm forgetting something. What trap are they waiting? It's gotta be right here. It's probably lasers. Alright.
I made it on the checkpoint.
Good. Now get to the window. Tell us what you see.
Either the ceiling fan or bathroom fan on, and it's a $50 fine as well. And guests are expected to maintain a 6-foot distance from
Yeah, you got the hell part right, bro. It's a big storm blowing in. You don't want to get caught in the middle of that.
People are staying in the home.
I got eyes on the
We're not allowed to
Yeah, that's our ticket out of here.
in any way. You can't talk to the host unless it's an absolute emergency. It's also
We will get you back to that life. You just got to stick to the plan. Which means you need to get your ass to the habitat dome. Look, no one said this would be easy. But trust, I got your back.
What is that supposed to mean?
I used to work down there, collecting research, you might say. I made some recordings. The software I uploaded to your core will trigger them when you get close. Just follow them and you will get to the dome. I'll pick you up at the tram station. Easy peasy. No, you won't. You're going underground, man. No signal till you reach the dome. Look, just get a move on, yeah? There should be a hash nearby. And, good luck, Jacob.
Yeah, there was a lot of paint thinner in the garage. That's why it caused an explosion. All beautiful sponsors on this channel. You can go to gamersubs.gg and get our own flavor of raw meat. That's right. I'm going to say it's the best right now, and I think I need you to try it right now. It's keto-friendly, sugar-free, and there's non-caffeinated options if you have a little quail heart. It's too much for you.
Quail heart.
GamerSubs right now has carbonated
Little quail heart.
Probably my little quail heart.
Little quail heart.
Going the way it is. They're one to put that in the bitch and it can't sell as well. So be sure to check out my flavor raw meat, and also if you're unironically just wanting like a carbonated energy drink or more of the shaken energy drinks type stuff, GamerSubs is the way to go. It's fucking awesome. It is a very, very nice product. So thank you so much to GamerSubs for continuously sponsoring these channels. And hey, go check them out. You can get free samples. If you like big anime titty cups, they do tons of drops with different creators. It's just a nice thing for if you're a fan of online content and if you're getting a little extra energy boost. So thank you so much for gaming and subs for sponsoring this video. Back to the video. While some hosts want nothing to do with their guests, some become obsessed with every guest that stays. Jay Alley was a super host running a rural vacation
Jeez,
spot.
is that really his head?
I don't know.
Thousands of positive reviews from guests who had stayed and were constantly booked.
I mean, I'm no freaking Rico Suave, but that guy looked like Mastermind.
Yeah, but I can't hear what he's saying.
What?
That's his fish.
Oh. Well,
It's
look,
still big though.
Content, and if you're needing a little extra energy boost. So
Oh,
thank you so much for gaming.
you listening so much you went back to that.
Who had stayed and were constantly booked. He's a popular man on Airbnb. Superhost, however, his reputation went down the drain after some guests made a secret discovery. As soon as the couple arrived, Jay said, "Be comfortable. We don't care if you're in your PJs or spread out. Look at that big old bed. It's pleather. Already creeped out, the couple began to look around inside the property and noticed a padlocked door that had been made to blend into the wall. I don't like that. If you imagine seeing a padlocked wall, like wallpaper or whatever, that padlock on the wall, you hear like behind the wall, you're like, wow, that's going behind the wall. In addition to the hidden door, one of the renters discovered that a plug-in adapter had a secret hidden camera. The couple quickly left Airbnb and contacted the police. Following a thorough investigation, police discovered additional hidden cameras and confiscated multiple iPhones and laptops on those devices. Over 2,000 photos of all previous guests. Pictures of people dressing, having sex, and staying in the home, and all found on these hard drives. And worst of all, there were numerous pictures of children who were staying with parents.
There's a way out from here.
This didn't
Take 6 hours all the way to the dump.
At the time of his arrest, Jay faced 15 charges of visual recording, and he would take a plea deal that resulted in 9 other charges being dropped. He would only serve 1 year in prison, which I do think is a lot of good. The biggest thing I'm afraid of is that I go and I'm being recorded. I used to have a fear as a child that there was cameras in the lights whenever I was pooping. You're a smart child. You're a smart child because I didn't know about this until like way later. So like I'd be out and about, whatever, spread on the bed, checking off, doing whatever, taking like crazy shits and all that. Now when I'm in the bathroom, I'll like cover outlets, I do all kinds of stuff. Sometimes you ever see an outlet where you're like that there. These weren't the only guests to experience a nightmare stay. Another unsettling Airbnb encounters, a couple checked into their LA Airbnb looking forward to their vacation. At first, the host seemed hospitable, leaving them a little bottle of wine and a nice note telling them to enjoy their stay. And after going to bed, the couple was awoken by a man screaming and banging on the front door of the house, looking for someone named Kevin. Kevin! Kevin! It's scary. They frantically contacted their landlord, who simply replied, "Yeah, that was me, sorry. Sorry about the confusion. Life's too short for me not to give you an explanation." Hold on. This quote is insane. He said, "Yeah, that was me. Sorry about the confusion. Life's too short for me to give you an explanation. Have a nice time in LA." That's the end of the quote. Quote ends, which also I'd be like, we're leaving. The next night, they went to bed after each day when a hooded man jumped through their window and laid spread eagle on the floor. The man, who was Jay, got up and pinned the man to the ground and revealed that it was once again their host. The police were called and arrived via a helicopter to take the man away. The police arrived in a helicopter? They're like on a mountain. He's not here! The host was taken to place without his knowledge. When questioned, the man stated that he was attempting to remove disputes over cleaning fees. Does any of that make sense? Airbnb agreed to cover the cost of the booking and paid an additional $2,500 for their therapy sessions. My God, honestly, the more that we talk about this video, the more I'm just like, holiday. I've never had any. To be fair, we'll do a horror story too. Airbnb, there's just something about Airbnb that just is a little someone's home. I think that's got a candy nature of it. It's because I feel like I already shouldn't be here. That's like walking to an Airbnb, like, oh, it's a nice house. It almost feels like it's like if you got to tour a home that you want to buy and you just decided to stay. You'll that kind of thing. But it's just like it's still someone's living there. See, it's just uncanny. It's too uncanny. I don't like it. And as horrifying as that incident was, it wasn't the only time guests faced violence from their host. In another shocking case, a woman's stay ended with her being brutally assaulted. In 2017, Sabal Nkambi. Friends traveled from South Africa to Amsterdam to attend a friend's art expedition and review their work. At the end of their trip, the group was slow to pack up and leave the Airbnb. The host had messaged them multiple times to leave, but they were still packing. And he's like really rushing off. "You should come visit my house." Is that an answer to him? Like, this good off with my house, so let's just go. What is the answer to him at? Like, in Dutch? Yeah, it's like Dutch. Get out of my house. Get out of my house. I was over house, get out of my house. Right as the woman and her friends were leaving, the host's husband showed up and got pissed. He began grabbing them and shoving them out the door, telling them it's time to leave. It's time to leave! That's it. Okay. While they were being forcibly removed, the husband began making racist remarks, referring to the guests as "you people," and telling them that this was not Africa. God damn! How many? Well, I guess there's a. I wonder how many hours was it? I think it's like 10 minutes. Yeah, in my mind, it was like an hour. We're like, well, I'm sorry, we got a little running late. In any regard, I mean, this show was just like, get the hell out of my house. I can't do what that's saying. It's going in there. They were leaving. Well, that wasn't enough. Things escalated. The husband grabbed her and threw her head first on the stairs. Once she was at the bottom, he threw her below and down after her. God damn! You're fucking hard! Was their foot never actually thrown? Oh my God! No! Ouch, no! That seems a bit fucking excessive if you ask me. Good fucking lord. Which, of course, after falling that hard down the stairs, she was knocked unconscious and taken to the hospital. When she woke up, she had a severe concussion and multiple bruises from the fall. Airbnb issued a statement saying that they were appalled by what happened and banned the couple from posting again. The husband faced legal charges, but they were never publicly stated. I like how with a company, all you have to do is just be like, oh, okay, wow. That was weird. Right, guys, can we all agree that was weird? Let's just take a second to just let that sink in. Luckily, that host can no longer rent out their house, so problem solved. Thanks, guys, so much. It's like the amount of people that probably, like, superhosts getting, like, physically actually assaulting their guests.
It's now approximately
3
hours post-release.
I think that was a rare instance of a superhost getting upset.
Organic
Hosts aren't always
camouflage,
easy to deal
biophage
with, but guests can be just as bad. If not worse!
Adapting to the
Except for
environment.
culture, some of the stories about
Adapting the
horrible
environment to itself.
Airbnb guests. I think that Airbnb brings up the worst. Why do you think that? I think it's because you get too comfortable. The lack of amenities in a Holiday Inn room, it feels like a prison cell. You don't want to be there, right? But an Airbnb would like roll around in some of the roll around that. You're like on the couch, you're lounging around, you're watching TV. You feel like you're home. Too much. That's why I think that's the delineation. Right? Those who live next to Airbnbs already have to deal with a lot of foul guests. And in 2016, Airbnb launched Airbnb Experiences, which allowed people to rent properties specifically for parties. What a f***ing nightmare. However, the company had not planned for a residential apartment to be converted into a nightclub. In the UK, a one-bedroom flat was converted into a full-on nightclub with professional lights and speakers. Neighbors quickly complained of the noise as over 200 people packed into the small one-bedroom apartment venue. And not only did it feature a professional DJ, but it also had bouncers standing outside to ticket guests as they arrived. And even with professional equipment, neighbors claimed, quote, it was horrible music, with one person even saying, we've got a pretty good sound system in my house, and it was better than that. Priorities from the Brits. I mean, if you're going to be two-stepping upstairs to some house music, you might as well get your bloody well fucking system, alright? I like how that's what they're complaining about. It sounds horrible. I'm not saying an audio file or anything, but I just mean that's bloody well rubbish coming out of there, huh? Police were called, but didn't shut it down until 6
That was pretty good,
because they feared people would get hurt.
That was a pretty good accent he did.
So in your your son's in there, they can't. He's like, oh,
His ex-song. Wait, what?
Son's up, they'll be able to get down low.
Yeah, I heard that.
This is just one example of the many parties that got out of
You
hand,
guys will
eventually
say
leading
for-
Airbnb to outright ban parties
Who?
in 2022 and shut down the experience program in 2024.
You know why?
Also, how selfish could you be? Yeah, hey, Tom,
Because half the time we forget about it. Forget about the mustaches growing over them.
If I were to do like I would put it really well.
I can't feel it half the time.
Hey, buddy, thank you so much. While some Airbnb rentals get turned into wild party venues, others are misused in far more unsettling ways. For example, people checked into a UK apartment and wanted to pay for their stay in cash, which is against Airbnb's policy. Despite this, the owners still let them in, and they got to enjoy their stay. When it came time for them to leave,
And something's about to pop out and grab me, I bet.
the owner allowed it, but was caught off guard by the name of the person messaging them. Google showed that they were two high-profile prostitutes who charged $1,776 USD a night. I just got it. You want to come over here? You want to come over here and hit me, a little tea party? Enraged, he showed up to the apartment and found that the smell of expensive perfume leaked deeper in. He found 8 open wine bottles and condom wrappers everywhere. Each garbage can was filled to the brim with used condoms and paper towels. And the owner had to pick them all up by hand. That's a good choice. I would buy some tongs, bro. Okay, oh. All right. Hands are. Realizing that his home had been turned into a brothel, he called the police to investigate, but no arrests were ever made. Police only made a public notice warning other Airbnb hosts in the area to be aware of the guests and report them if they were ever found. It's also, what the fuck do you expect? No credit cards. Well, I'm sure that's fine. I wonder what the vote's called. Brothel? Slide, huh? I like the tea party. It's a tea party. So eBay, open up her legs like that and take your balls and just dip them into the hole. Then what do you think you did? Start to dip them and shit everywhere. Beautiful place. All bad hosts eventually get what they deserve. Not all hosts are bad. They rely on their rentals for income and need income to survive. Across the pond in the UK, a Harry Potter-themed getaway had been ransacked after two guests checked out. When the host's brother opened the door to begin the repairs, he was shocked to see the condition of the flat. All of the coffee mugs and glass cups had been smashed in the kitchen. Furniture had been damaged, and all curtains had been torn from the walls. Throughout the apartment, there were coffee stains on the walls, trash cans, and even on the mattresses. Oh, it's coffee. I was going to say they captured a little person dressing up as Dobby. Dobby wants to leave. This is going to try to get out. Exactly. Yeah, Dobby was trapped. In the year that it had operated, the Airbnb had all positive reviews with numerous families drawn to the theme. After everything had been cleaned, the cost of repairing and replacing the items, I guess it destroyed the $6. If I'm going to an Airbnb that's Harry Potter themed, put a Dobby. You know what they did? A little butler came out dressed as Dobby. Hello. Well, I don't. No. Not even a butler. I just want him to be. You don't know where he's at, but at some point, standing over you with a pillow. Master must love Dobby forever. Dobby was master inside him. Oh my god. Okay, I just want to have day sex with the guy. Dobby. That you go on. Just don't come back to Hogwarts. Is Allison sleeping next to you? My wife was in the other room. I'm like. Another host shared that they had a similar incident with body fluids in their Airbnb. As soon as the guests arrived, they began causing trouble. They had shown up 8 hours earlier than they were supposed to and brought their newborn baby, which the host said they couldn't have. So it's like, well, what do you want me to do? Oh, yeah, that's weird. No, you can't bring the newborn. It's not a Rottweiler. It's our baby. Yeah, but you should I wouldn't even just bring it. When it came time to go inside and clean, the host was greeted with a disgusting scene. Large patches of infant poop was caked into white carpet everywhere in the unit. Okay. Yeah. This is the one time. Yeah, usually people who have babies aren't just throwing the shit on the floor and taking it. Oh, white carpet, huh? In the bedroom, there were puddles of breast milk sitting on top of the comforter. They had also pissed in the shower and didn't wash it down. Yeah, they pissed in the shower. They just let it cool. Following the incident, the comforter made a claim to Airbnb and covered the cost of the cleaning. We're making a public
Pissed in the shower.
This and shit and put it like on the carpet and put breast milk. And all you have to do is say you might just pay damages. That's it. That's the extent. And drugs are common at shitty motels, but can also be found in local Airbnbs. Daniel and Jocelyn Medrano were excited to receive an 11-day booking at their home that was paid for their upcoming trip to Florida. So they were like, well, there you go, fine. Men who booked the home showed up late and immediately began to act strangely. Daniel and Jocelyn watching the security cameras, more people showed up with fangs, hearts, pots, and random powers. They tried to contact their guests, but were ignored. Shortly after their guests arrived, police were called. Investigators tracked down 3 men in the car, and canines searched their vehicles. And inside the car, they found the meth. All the men were arrested. Fairy tale. Back at the house, we discovered that they had set up a massive meth lab, producing over 100 pounds of meth in less than a week. They cooked in the kitchen and dried the meth in both the master bedroom and the Medrano's daughter's bedroom. The state of the home was unlivable as the chemical processes had stained all the walls and made the home smell of ammonia. Meth crystals had gotten cooked into the carpets all throughout the home. And altogether, the cost to repair the home came to about $26,000. All 3 men who were arrested faced first and second degree felonies and had a $500,000 bond, and all are still awaiting sentencing. So just whatever you do, you can piss, you can do whatever, just no drugs. That's where it draws the line. It's a hazard. But that's the only thing that can get you jail time, apparently. You can shit with breast milk or whatever, but God forbid you took a little meth. Now, millions of items go missing or are forgotten from Airbnbs every year. From phones to toothbrushes to random socks, these items are pretty tame in comparison to what researchers discovered at the French Airbnb. A group of 20-year-olds rented a 7-bedroom house roughly 10 miles south of Paris. As they explored the massive home, they went outside and walked from the garden with a grisly discovery. Slumped over, a small dugout hole, the rotted corpse of a 30 to 50-year-old woman. She must have been detained to not know how dead she was. She was in the very back of the garden, concealed by branches and stumps. She was fully clothed, but didn't have any shoes, and she wore a large diamond ring on one of her fingers. The cause of her death was impossible to determine, because she had sat there for so long that she nearly decomposed. Based on all the available evidence, police believe that foul play was involved, and after the body was removed, investigators questioned the group of renters and they canceled the reservation shortly. Can you imagine, like, also, too, the property must have been so massive that all the people that have been staying there for so long never actually ventured through the garden. So who knows? Think about, like, maybe it was fall season. Because I know in some places where it's like, oh, in the fall, it's like winter, obviously it's not like growing the bunch or whatever, you know, just spring up still. People book Airbnbs for a wide variety of reasons, with birthdays, vacations, and business trips, but most guests check out after they finish their celebrations. However, 2 guests check in. On the island of Cephalomia, 2 guests performed a satanic ritual that involved keeping their food lives. Lilia and her 30-year-old German boyfriend arrived at an Airbnb in a vehicle with fake plates and locked themselves inside. They arrived 24 hours before the first full moon of the year, which was necessary to perform their satanic ritual. The full moon rose. Lilia laid in the bathtub by herself, resulting in fatal wounds. As she bled out, her boyfriend sat next to her. Watched her until she died.
Error.
She was gone.
Invalid
Knight
selection.
stabbed himself in the heart, ending the ritual, and the 2 bodies were discovered the next day by the owner. Outside of the bathroom, they had drawn all sorts of symbols, placed dark objects around the pentagram. It's showing investigators it was all for a satanic ritual. Lilia was an international student from Bulgaria, studying in Germany. She had been missing since June and was being sought by Interpol. Who knows? Do you think they got to meet the devil? How do we know that that night when that happened, that was all this lost? And you're just sitting here Satan's. He's hell rule. I thought Satan basically shoot yourself. Well, okay, well, let me just say, for the people who are like, let's kill ourselves and we'll enact this ritual, what's the end of hell? And so you want to, or you offer yourself and you're like, I can. But even see, why would you want to think about it? Even demons in hell. When they want to get out of hell. And everything I've ever read, they're like, yeah, they get out of hell and they just like a couple people. What you're saying, maybe instead of killing yourself, maybe just go to Cabo. I can tell you right now, you got some jet skis in Cabo, forget about the devil. I'm saying that right now. Now listen, guys, the next time you're thinking of going on vacation, make sure to weigh your options and choose where you stay carefully. Find the beautiful photos, might be a host of rules, or even killer roommates. You never know what you're going to get, which could be anywhere, but Airbnb has some weird shit. Vacations are supposed to be fun, but if your accommodations are bad, then it ruins the entire trip. Just be safe when you're going out there and using Airbnb. Be safe out there. We will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Tonight, Phil's 4-year-old asked, why is water wet?